Hello, Darthvegan here, back with another episode of Kerbal's Space Program. Last episode, we got a little space junk out of space around Kerbal and rescued a Kerbal in the process. And now this episode, I want to do another mission. And unfortunately, the other mission looks like it may be going back to Duna again. We do have 2 satellites we need to put into space around Duna. And then we also have a mission to explore Ike. And then we also have build a new surface outpost on Ike. And then plant a flag on Ike. So we'll have to take Kerbals for sure. And yeah, that's... oh, and position an orbital station around Duna. My god. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. I probably won't be able to do all of that in one trip. But I think I can go ahead and do the lander for Ike and maybe not the outpost on Ike. Let's see what we got. Ike is really easy to land on DeltaV wise, so let's just grab the Duna lander that we took and see what we got there. We may need to beef it up a little bit. Did I not name one specifically Duna lander? Oh, there it is, Duna lander. Apparently I can't read. Okay, there we go. So what I want to do with this is alter it a little bit so that man, I really don't want to try to put a research thing on this. I'm thinking we might just need to do away with this whole lander and create a different lander that's a little different. One that maybe isn't so heavy. So I can take all of this off and then all of this off. Let's pick that down there. Take this off. And go ahead and take that off. And you. And you. And instead we're going to put on the research facility. I think the hardest part is going to be 6,000 DeltaV left on here. You know what? That's not going to work. I'm not going to do the outpost this mission. Instead we're going to do the lander and we'll do the 2 satellites. So let's grab a different crew, one that has not been to Duna or Ike. We're going to take Valentina the pilot, we'll take Debrod the engineer, and we'll take Gillen the scientist. Gillen the scientist. Unfortunately, Noobles is really a noob. Let's take him. Actually, he's a super noob. He gets to go. Alright, so I didn't realize I still had some stuff hanging out there. Okay, so in order to attach satellites to this thing, we're going to have to take this thing apart, which is fine. So let's go ahead and delete that fairing. And let's take a look at the satellite subcomponents that we already have put together. They probably need to be upgraded. Oh, that's not bad. It's not a bad little deal right there. It's the getting these deployed. It's going to be the trick because of this huge relay antenna. Let's look at the mission right quick and see what they require. Have a materials bay. Wow. Okay. That's unfortunate. And then the satellite at a synchronous orbit of Duna. Alright. Mr. Goo. Okay, so one needs a Mr. Goo and one needs a Science Junior. Okay. Well, this one, if I put it down here, oh my god, I just had an idea. It's not gonna work though. Might work. Might just work. It might just work. Okay, so let's just see how this pans out. Let's see how this idea of mine pans out. Okay. Let's take this off of him. Let's take this T12 decoupler off and put on instead the stack separator. Just like you. Wow, man, you are beautiful. You are beautiful. Alright. How's my torque looking? Oh yeah, 4 satellites. You're seeing it. How's that torque? Torque's not that great. That's okay. So for these, I'll need Mr. Goo on a couple. Like that. And then to make it even, probably need Mr. Goo over here on this one. There we go. Do all these have science of some sort? Yes. Yeah. Other than that, yeah, okay. And then 2 of these that are not the Mr. Goo will need a Science Junior. So let's put that on there. Oh my god. How's that not affecting the torque? I don't know. I'm sure I am forgetting something critical that is not going to let this work. But I don't know what that is. So, we're going with it. Alright. And let's grab one of these guys. One of my new parts. Not quite enough range there. So let's grab another one of him. And bada boom. Look at that. Oh my god. Is this gonna work? I don't know. 8541. So the question is this gonna do the trick? We had plenty of fuel left over the last time, because we left a lot in the orbit of Duna. I think we're gonna go for it just like this. So let's build the fairing. Oh man, I feel weird about this. Like I'm forgetting some critical component. This is gonna be the Ike lander. Now, this is gonna be the Duna exploration. Okay, okay, so in here, I'm gonna take some of this out, and we'll put on ionographer. Oh, I already have an ionographer, don't I? Yeah, I do already. One of these has an ionographer. Which one? Not that one. There it is. Okay, good. Alright, so, yads. I think we're ready. I think we're ready. We got our Kerbals, we got all this. We need to get Duna into the correct phase to send this back to Ike, and then off we go. So let's do that right quick. I'm not going to leave these guys out on the landing pad that entire time. Alright, so I think with the alignment set up here, we're just about right. Just about right. Maybe just a hair more. There we go. We should be in the correct alignment for a successful transfer between Kerbal and Duna. Now, I did lose a couple of missions, unfortunately, because of so much time that had passed. Do an advanced scan with a rover arm of a Duna stone. Rescue Jesfrid from the orbit of Duna. Really? Huh. Huh. Uh-huh. I don't think I can do that this time, unfortunately. I don't have any room on board. I guess I could take one less person. I could not take the engineer, because I don't need the parachutes to be repacked. I'm going to take it. We'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do while we're there. So we're going to go back into the assembly building and make sure that I'm all set here. I don't think I'll need all the parachutes that I have on board because I'm not going to be landing on Duna, but that's okay. I'm going to leave it. I am going to take off Deborah the engine. You know what? Can we do something else? Can we put on like a small something to facilitate another Kerbal? I just don't want to not take an engineer. Now I'm not gonna mess with it this time. We can rescue them when we do one of the stations or something. Alright, so let's go ahead and launch this. I could put it like a seat on here. That'd be a brutal re-entry, wouldn't it? Speaking of re-entries, when we come in to do the capture for Duna, are these satellites gonna survive? Should I put some sort of heat shield on here? And just go in nose first? Now we'll leave this fairing on. We'll leave the fairing on the entire time. I know it's extra weight, but I think it'll be good. Alright. We're going to use that fairing to absorb the heat of Duna. Let's do this. Alright, we are ready for launch. Still knows some sport. It's hilarious. And 3, 2, 1, launch. Alright, we have now made it into orbit, and I'm leaving the fairing on purpose. And I think I'm going to go ahead and extend these guys. These bad boys. Get some nice juice flowing into the ship. And then we're going to plot our course for Duna. I had an idea while I was launching this. Maybe I should launch several missions at once. Do something a little different than I normally do, and that is do several launches in one episode. Since we're in the correct phase for Duna, I could also craft the the station for Duna, and also craft the station for Ike, and launch all of them all at once. What do you think about that? I don't know. Is that an idea? Or is it a stupid idea? Is it a good idea? I don't know. But let's go ahead and we'll do this one, and then maybe we'll do that next time. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and pop that about right there and see if we can get this thing maneuvered here around. Let's see. Let's go ahead and burn that out, and see if we can get an encounter with Duna. Just about got one. Let's see if we can fine tune it a little bit. Just a little. Alright, so we got a encounter with Duna here after a little tweaking around. And let's see if we can fine tune that just a little. Let's bring that on in. Just so that we can get it into a reasonable orbit. There we go. That looks reasonable to me. And we will, of course, fine-tune once we get in there. Okay, at least that is counterclockwise. That is counterclockwise as well. Good. Both satellites look like they're both going to be counterclockwise, so that is good. Alright, so unfortunately going to have a little space junk. It's unfortunate, but I don't know a way around it. Let's go ahead and get ready to go to our burn node. Our node is in 18 minutes. And so let's burn to the next maneuver. Or warp to the next maneuver, then we'll burn. We're not going to burn until we get to the next maneuver. That would be ridiculous. That would be ridiculous. Okay. Okay. I really hate that we're leaving this junk behind, but don't know a way behind it. I mean, I could do several small burns and then dump the junk and then get ready for dump the junk into Kerbin's atmosphere, but that would take a long time. We'd be orbiting Kerbin like 20 times. Alright, so which is what they have to do when they have like atomic motors or ionic motors and things like that, but I'm not a big fan of that. It takes too long. I'm impatient. Alright, so let's go at about come on, stop. Do I have any RCS on this thing? Yeah, but it's interfering. I'm missing my window. I'm gonna turn on the engine just so I can get ready to burn. Here we go. That's unfortunate. That's gonna cause a little bit of realignment to have to be done. But that's okay. I always have to do a little micro burn at the end anyway. Yeah, we're not gonna hit the Kerbin or anything, are we? No. Okay. I'm always worried about that when I do my planetary transfer burn that I didn't take into account where my trajectory takes me in relation to Kerbin. That's okay. We'll get this thing burnt down and then off we go. Isn't it kind of funny that it takes only slightly more DeltaV to get to, say, Duna as it does to, like, the moon or Minmus? I mean, not slightly more, but not that much more. It's just kind of amazing. Orbital mechanics, how they work. Okay. We are getting ready to leave Kerbin sphere of influence. We are now out, and it's about time to detach this bad boy here. Make sure I don't do something stupid. There we go. Oh, darn it. Like that. Don't do something stupid like that. Might kill my engines. Alright. So what is my periapsis there? 2 million. Okay, definitely need something different there. Let's go ahead and set another maneuver there. And let's see if we can adjust that just a little bit. And let's see what we got here. Oh yeah. That would actually get us an encounter with Ike right there. But we'll have to use all that DeltaV to stop ourselves. So we're not going to do that. Okay. Let's just see if we can dial in so that we... Oh, we're coming in on the polar. Okay, well, we kind of need to for that one satellite, so that's okay. Slide in around 29, and then we can obviously make a slight adjustment as we come in there. Alright, so we need a 1.3 meter adjustment. So let's get into position for that. I'm going to just go ahead and do the burn manually without waiting for the node, and just see if we can just dial it in a little bit like this. And let's see. Let's go ahead and move towards this just there. There we go. And I'm just tapping the shift button while I'm holding down control, in case you're wondering how I'm doing these little tiny burns. That's how I'm doing it. That kind of keeps me from over throttling. And there we go. Now where are we at? 108. Let's just dial that in just a little bit. I mean, it seems like I'm doing a lot of burns, but I'm just doing tiny little burns. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Here we go. Boom. I just clapped. Okay. But it was a quiet clap. Alright, so now we're ready to zoom on over there, I think. Let's do it. Let's go over to Duna and get this going. Alright, here we go. Well, quick save never hurt anybody. And we're off. Bye-bye, Kerbal. Bye-bye, Moon. Hello, Duna. Way too soon. Okay, that was a rhyme all the time. And we're off. Just floating through space, soaking up the rays. We probably didn't need to leave the fairing on there, but I was worried about the delicate bits on the satellite getting into the atmo and getting burned up, so I wanted to keep them all attached for as long as possible so that we could utilize this poodle here to trek us around. But I think this will be just fun. This will be just fun. Real ladylike. Leaving space junk everywhere, but that's alright. Okay. How close are we to Duna now? And we've lost our encounter. Of course we did. How did that happen? What the heck? What the heck did I do? No, we still got our encounter. I'm just not there yet. Okay. I am just so confused sometimes whenever I stop too soon. It really like blows my mind. I'm like, what's happening? It all went to poop. No, it's fine. It's all fine. I just saw myself past here and I was like, we are not at... It's because I was focusing on Duna, not on my ship. There we go. That's where the confusion was. Okay, here we're coming in. Let's go ahead and take a look, see if we can see Duna creeping by anywhere. Let's see if we can see Duna creeping by. Hello? Where is Duna? Still pretty far away. Still a day away, I guess. That's too far to see it. Surely not. Let's point towards the planet. We should be able to see it. There he is. Okay. Alright, so, do we want to do any other adjustments? I don't think so. I think we're ready. Let's burn this bad boy. How much electricity we got? We got plenty, right? I'm gonna go ahead and pop these back in then. Well, let's just go ahead and zoom in a little bit. I mean, my God. Being a little bit cautious there. A little overcautious. Let's zoom on into Duna. Here we go. Alright. Very good. Time until our periapsis is 1 hour and 54 minutes. Let's go ahead and warp there then. Come on in. There's Ike floating around, being a bully. Alright. Good job, Ike. Let's go ahead and retract these solar panels. There we go. Track them. I may have to come in a little shallower in order to get a full grab on this. I'm not sure. Should I do just a very slight burn and see if we can... I think 22,000 will be okay. I did a quick save, so let's go ahead and see if we can get an arrow capture here around the polar section of Duna. Alright. Can't do any science because of this goddamn fairing around the polar. The poles! Alright, cool. The Martian poles. Here we go. Coming in. Valentina's excited, so is Debrod, and Noobles is like, last time I flew, I was just stranded in Kerbin's atmosphere. Yep, that's right. And now look at you. You're at Duna. Like one of the pros. Let's go ahead and warp to... There we go. Let's get in there. Slow me down. Slow down. I probably will burn a little bit at periapsis to slow us down. Just for good measure. The majority of the work's being done by the arrow capture, but I don't want to miss the opportunity to get into orbit. Okay. Yeah, I missed it. The arrow capture was not shallow enough. That's okay. We got plenty of fuel. Plenty of fuel. Okay. We're still doing fine. Still doing fine. Still got plenty of fuel, I think. Oh yeah. We got plenty. Plenty of fuel. So let's go ahead and keep burning. Keep on burning. We're coming back up out of the atmo. That's alright. Okay. Oops. Didn't mean to kill the engines there. Let's go ahead and lower this down to about... What's the apoapsis this? 8.8? Yeah. Let's leave that like that. That way we can make adjustments as needed. Okay. So, we are coming back out of the atmosphere of Duna, and everything, all is well. All is well. Okay, so as soon as we get up out of the atmosphere in totality, we will drop this ferry and then get ready to detach our satellites. Now we're going to go ahead and swing up here to our apoapsis. Make our adjustments so that we are in alignment with this, with our big engine, hopefully. We're going to try to utilize our big engine as much as possible. And that might give us a little bit of trouble with some of the stuff, but I need to make sure I deploy this fairing before I burn my adjustment burn for the periapsis there. I want it to burn up. Okay, we are now out, so I think if I deploy it now, it will burn up in the next pass. That'll be good. Let's go ahead and pop all these guys out. Bing. Alright. Now, let's head on up here. Let's make a maneuver node. And we will burn out. And then we'll also need to burn here a second node to adjust our alignment here. Something like that. Oh yeah. It's looking good. It's looking good already. That's lovely. And then we'll just do something like this. And then bada boom. That ought to be good right there. Alright, so let's go to our first next maneuver. Bye bye, Duna. Oh wait, stop. It's okay. We're still in space around Duna. I think this will do our science around space around Duna. Let's see if we do that. Let's see if that counts as my. Yeah, did. Data from around Duna. Okay, good. Easy $100,000. Okay. Node in 44 seconds. Alright. What do you say about a pecker? That's a dirty mouth there. Alright. Maybe he's talking about woodpeckers. Okay, let's see. Get this guy ready. And oh yeah, this is gonna be perfect. This is working out just fine. Real ladylike. Okay. Burn this. Nice easy burn there. That will put us into position. Now I need to make sure I deploy the correct satellite. Deploy the correct satellite, please. Hopefully it does not affect the flight of my ship too much by deploying these things. Alright. Very good. Now we're going to swing around to this next maneuver node. Like so. Another 131 DeltaV. And should be perfect. Or what I like to call good enough. Alright. This is a smaller time here. Or, I mean, a little bit bigger of a burn. Oop, stop! I said stop, you son of a gun. Okay, that's just burn. Missed your window, but that's okay. Still should work similarly. I have to make small adjustments here. Let's get this guy into orbit. Usually it's pretty forgiving on the way the satellites go. So I think we'll be okay. Yep, there we go. Boom. Let's wait for 10 seconds. And it should give us the contract fulfilled. New unmanned probe. Oh, I gotta detach it. Okay, which one is it? Polar orbit, have a materials bay. That will be this guy. Alright, let's go ahead and retract this. Well, let's just retract all of them. You just never know what's gonna happen here. Let's decouple this. Easy. Easy. Now we got our contract. Contract complete. 243,000. Can we go ahead and do a Science Junior here? Oh, heck yeah. Let's transmit that. Not enough electric charge. Well, by God. Are you serious right now? My God. Well, that's unfortunate. I wonder if I can send a Kerbal. Why can I not switch back to this ship? Where's my Kerbals at? Where's my freaking Kerbals at? Are you kidding me right now? I don't have any Kerbals on this? No, I do. What's happening? I'm not on the wrong ship. I'm on the wrong ship. Duna, exploration debris? No. What's happening right now? There we go. Whew. I don't know what was going on. Okay, let's see if I can get maybe an engineer out there. Can he, like, do anything? Like, tell him to deploy or something? Let's see. I've never tried that. I don't think it's gonna work, but see if he can, like, manually crank them out or something. I don't know. Yeah, can. Look at that. Boom. That ought to work. Boom. Wow, by God. Awesome. That, and then that. You can go ahead and take the data, right? You can't reset it, but you can take the data. Yeah. Let's go ahead and remove that data. There we go. Now we got an active satellite. Alright. Now we're talking. Man, I was panicking. I was panicking about that whole satellite, crew business. I thought I had done screwed up and forgot to take Kerbals. I mean, it's happened before. Maybe not all the way to Duna, but I was like, surely I remember talking about their faces. And, yeah. So, anyway. Whew, all's well. Okay, so, false alarm. Any other science I need to send? Yeah, we can send this crew report. And I can also send this data here from Science Junior. There we go. Alright, so that's going to be it for this first episode. I hope you enjoyed it. We got our first satellite deployed in the polar orbit of Duna. Next episode, we will deploy maybe a satellite for the geosynchronous orbit down here. And then we'll try to land on Ike as well. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Kerbal's waiting by the window, vaguely looking down at their saw, and hoping possibly Jebediah will come home with some raw from Minmus or the moon. Maybe he'll come home soon. Was never what it once was, shouldn't really fly anymore. Either as if an answer with a sound like blowing up your ears. Ship crashes through Kerbin's atmosphere. Crowds gather as hundreds